Knowing how to ride a bike is only half the battle when it comes to being a sex magnet for the opposite sex, the same sex or species of your choice. You also need to know how to win dirt bike arguments and speak with authority on things like the best engine oil,
Italian oil for Italian motorbikes. It's just common sense, you moron.
the best tyre,
The new Xinjiang flesh ripper. Sticks like shit to a blanket. Used on Honda Goldwings to climb Mt Everest.
and of course, the best chain lubrication.
Baby seal chain lube. Clubbed daily for freshness. Seal in the goodness.
I don't like to boast, but I'm very good at arguments. Just ask the two friends I still have. On our motorbike rides, I'm so effective at arguing that most riders have admitted defeat and no longer invite me on their rides. First, alcohol will always improve your incisive cognitive skills. If you just drink orange juice after your ride, you will hide in the background while others speak. With beer, you will speak longer and louder, and you may even knock over a few parked motorbikes. Often your riding buddies will be so impressed they will walk away knowing they can't match your incisive analytical skills.
Still prancing around like a princess with that green power band? Time to grow a sack, fill it with gonads and get a red power band, Nancy.
Remember to make shit up. Don't just say the Xinjiang knobby is the best tyre. Say it's the 5.7% increase in artificial elastomers, such as polybutadiene, with its branched molecules that provide a low viscosity reaction conducive to 12 o'clock wheelies. And if they ask for the source of your information, make that up too. Say it's from the peer-reviewed Journal of Advanced Knob Polishing. Roll your eyes if they say they've never heard of it. And if they ask to see a copy, distract them by accidentally knocking their bike over.
Improve speed, larger gonads, easier bowel movements. Sell that dirt bike and get into gaming instead.
Use a lot of Latin phrases too. For example, an ad hoc summary of the Xinjiang knobby is it grips like shit to a blanket, but a bona fide description is better polymerisation, ergo, more elasticity, and ipso facto improved traction. P.S. Quid pro quo, Clarice. Quid pro quo. In short, all these terms mean I speak Latin and you don't. And if you really want to deliver the knockout blow to any argument, finish with either of these statements. Non gratum annus rodentum or illegitime non carborundum. A major problem though is if you are arguing with people more intelligent than you are. This is an issue I face with almost everyone I meet. These riders can be very annoying as they make valid, concise points actually backed with evidence. You need a pile of snappy comebacks, such as, yeah, but what are your contextual parameters? Or, I think you've got some unresolved childhood issues that are making you defensive. And that may be true using a framework of Newtonian physics, but what about the quantum entanglement perspective? Even worse is when you get pinned to the wall with a question like, do you really think they put Graham Jarvis's sweat in the rubber compound for the Xinjiang knobby? Don't attempt to answer the question. Instead, say something like, that's a very good question, but I have one for you. Would helium or hydrogen in your forks make wheelies easier? If this fails to distract them, knock over their bike accidentally. Sometimes you will meet riders where none of these strategies work. In fact, I meet a lot of them. If you really need to bring in the heavy guns, some Nazi references are always handy. For example, you'd prefer to get professional coaching from a top rider instead of dodgy videos on YouTube. Sounds like something the Nazis would do. Or, you remind me a lot of Hitler. Remember, it's usually best to have your bike idling next to you for a fast getaway. And if all else fails, wear a white lab coat and carry a clipboard. No one can argue with anything you say when wearing a white lab coat. I hope these tips help to make you sound more authoritative and win some arguments. Next week, we'll show you how radiator coolant and axle grease can improve your sex life. Cheers!